Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's colder here, but not as bad as yesterday. So we are
It's warming up a bit, which means
warming up.
I can dig my plants out of my garden, get my carrots and my beets and my onions.
It's wonderful to have those things that you have to do and they are not stressing you out.
No, they don't stress me out. Your cards and Nate's cards.
So tomorrow I will have in live stream with Nate at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. And I'm looking forward to that one. He's such a wonderful, charming man.
Yeah, you always enjoy that one as well.
Yeah. And with Erica, we had very nice reading collaboration on Sunday. But that's somehow it's not promoted. And Peacock was saying a moment ago, was writing that her comments are disappearing, not only from my channel, from other channels. That's so unfair. And then Cheryl said that one moment you can
Well, 6 hours into after the last video came out on Monday, I looked at it and it was 6.4 thousand views at that point. And then I looked at it again another hour later to look to see what the comments are for questions to prepare. And it was down to 4.8. They removed a whole bunch. Anyways, it's just all games.
That's not fair. That's very unfair. I need more stress. I do need more stress. And today is very sad day for me. Even usually it was very happy day. But today is birthday, will be birthday of my son Leszek. He will be 44. Sorry, I thought that
There's nothing to be sorry for.
No, but I'm breaking. Okay, thank you, Heidi, for doing your wonderful job. And I'm happy that your husband will start the chemo tomorrow because it was such a roller coaster for you. Thank you, Brooke, for your support and today for your moral support, telling me that I'm strong. I wish. But this is my happy place when I'm with you, my village people.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully you'll have a chance. There was one time we were talking about
Alicia, Janet, Morris, Teresa, Kathy McLaughlin. Thank you, everyone. Brooke, Arctic Vlogs, Charlene. That's your cousin, Charlene?
Yep.
A lot.
You met her.
Leo's, of course.
You gave her a reading.
Yeah. We had
her first reading ever. And she enjoyed it so much. And could I have asked her this? Could I have asked her this? She's coming back for another reading.
I'm glad. I'm looking forward to have. We had a wonderful time.
And as well, hopefully Leszek shows up as an orb. Come on, Leszek, you can do your thing.
Yeah, today I put the toilet paper in the, those devices.
In the roll, yeah.
And it'd be there and it'd pop out. And I was only just thinking about him. I thought, oh.
He's letting you know he's there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
So Brooke has the first question for you.
Okay.
You had seen a big event that would reunite people all over the world. Are there any more visions, or can you see anything more about this event? When it will happen and what will happen? 1, 3, 2, 3.
It is some kind of victory. And maybe October 18 will be some kind of victory for people. So it will be maybe this, I don't know, but I see the symbol of victory. Oh, everyone will be looking at the same point. Something will be maybe even scary for everyone, and that will reunite us. We will have to make some decisions related to the money and fights. So but there will be some dramatic place for the fights. But victory, eventually victory. Not that I'm very.
No.
I feel like.
Do you have anything else to say about
like
it?
Nostradamus saying things, and then eventually they will know what that meant. But that's what I'm getting. But be prepared that there will be some dramatic moments.
Well, I think what.
And this comet is coming. Well, who knows if it's comet or. Leszek's friend called me today, sent me a message because we were texting about Thanksgiving, wishing Thanksgiving, and he said that the silver, he's lucky that he collected some silver, and it went from 40 to 70, very proud boy. And he said, what do you think about 3I Atlas? That's the, who knows, comet or space station coming close to Earth. Huge, humongous. And I said, I see E.T., symbol of E.T. So that was the I want to share that with you. Hello, Rob.
I was just writing down a prayer here from Brooke for later.
Okay.
Maybe your mom will come on an ET.
That's what I can imagine her. Yeah, yeah. She will even go on the broomstick if she could. Now that she was happy when my husband asked her if she is flying when she was sweeping the stairs on the townhouse. He was coming from work and my mom was sweeping the stairs and he said, Mom is flying or sweeping the stairs? My mom, who doesn't had a sense of humor.
Oh, she doesn't.
No, not like me. My brothers have a lot of sense of humor and sister-in-laws, but not my mom.
Well, she gave it all to you.
No, I think I took from Dad. He was going every few days to see a hairdresser, barber, to shave him. He loved it, to be pampered, and he had an optician store. So he was going there, and someone asked him, "Why are you going?" And he said, "There is a place where everyone is coming with new jokes. That's Polish community. People are coming to work. Everyone is trying to sell a new joke."
Well, the ones from your brother in Germany are quite risque.
Not to me.
Not to you.
Not
And
to
only
me.
the ones that you share with me.
I did lately something.
Lori Sue Cragen Clement. Will Argentinian President Milei be reelected?
This is the guy who was running with the saw, electric saw, and then copycat was Musk. So 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I don't know if it's for real because it will be shifted. So he will be playing some games, and this is all about the money. So I see the problem with that. So people will have doubts. There will be a judgment day. He will be leaning to Trump for supporting him. And Trump is already saying, I'm not going to send you money if you are not going for my Milli Willy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I just made up a moment ago. He will be isolated. So there will be riots. there will be problems because some people will not believe that he was re-elected. Well, we might learn something from them, how they can twist stuff.
Another question is, will martial law be established as a result of the upcoming weekend's national protests? So this one is about martial law.
I don't know how it is, but I think some people will be hit. There will be some turmoil. It's like you are putting stick in the ground and it has some strings attached, and you are twisting and it will hit someone. So is that the symbol of martial law? I don't know. But there will be something put to the ground to screw. And people will be probably feeling that they are screwed. But if there is so many, they can't do anything.
But they can catch a few.
But they will be doing this. They will be saying, we will check your telephones, we will check this, that. So for that, they will have money. Not for the government workers, not for the healthcare. But for this, they will have money.
Roxanne M. and Christina Galarny and others have asked, will Mr. Chi invoke the Insurrection Act? 1, 2, 3.
There will be some signal of warning, yes. I think eventually that will be the case. How you will read this one, rewrite that one. Magician. Something might happen, like pull out of hat. And good harvest, hard work, people would like to sleep on it. So you might be avoiding to be on the streets because of that eventually. And now it's going the stomach flu. So I would like to advise some of you who will go through the stomach flu, have a carrot, to cook carrot. Cooked carrot is very good to stop the diarrhea. Mm-hmm. If you have diarrhea, cook rice as well, plain rice. It will help your digestive system. And if it's virus, drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. The damn thing will help. So it is something that, it can help for one thing. It's not advisable for another, but someone told me, Roman told me yesterday, he was with me all day driving me we were driving to different places. And he told me that Pepsi or Coca-Cola can be related to Crohn's disease.
If you drink it,
you might have it, yeah. Because his friend's mother, that I was very close with her many years ago when the kids were in high school. She suffered from Crohn's disease, but she's drinking a lot of Coke.
Oh.
So he said that he was reading about this, and she was aware about that because she was going to USA for treatments. And they told her, don't drink Coca-Cola, but she can't refuse. And I mentioned name Trump, and he said, oh, you love him. You like to talk about him. I said, I don't have anything to love him for. So we started conversation first time for a long time. And then I changed the direction of our conversation.
Lori Sue is asking, will the ceasefire in Gaza actually last? You already answered that a bit with Erica.
It's not going to be safe. No,
And it looks that way right now, even.
it doesn't look now, even because Yahoo is saying that he is going to, because there is missing two bodies. Come on, how many bodies are missing under those ruins? He don't blame himself for those ruins. And so, yeah, he wants to take on those people no matter what. He wants to keep the war going on, and I believe he will be doing that because he doesn't want to be in a court. But I love that he's not popular, that people were booing his name. That must hurt his feelings.
Oh,
Because he knows if there is election, he's not going to win. So that's very painful for him. Poor guy. Poor guy.
Jelfie Ross is asking will the U.S. eventually be a colony of the Middle East?
That's new to me.
1, 2, 3.
They might be in the pocket of Middle East, but I don't know if that's the colony. No, beginning of new troubles. Sorry, and this is the crown. So you have to watch not to let someone to be a king. Money-wise, yes, they will be helping financially, and they would like to go different directions sometimes and look on everything from different point of view, but I'm not saying that it's colony.
And Heidi, yes, if you're able to monitor tomorrow and are available, that would be
yes.
welcome.
Thank you so much, Heidi. But you have to first think about your husband and yourself.
Really? Is that what people do? We tell her she has to care for herself first, otherwise she cannot care for others.
Thank you. At least yesterday I had some help. So I was better emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm in the tunnel and I don't see any light yet. And it's so dark, I don't know where I'm going. So please put prayers for me.
That you do need. Mirari. It's like Ferrari. This is the one.
Just ask after that, this one.
Which one is that?
Arctic Flux.
Okay. Ferrari. So she says her name, it rhymes with Ferrari, so it's Mirari, I think. Mm-hmm. She wants to know the past life of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
But she switched like Fox, this way and that way, whenever it's convenient for her.
1.
For sure, she was
2.
Pisces.
3.
Well, she was a thief.
A thief?
Thief in Holland or Denmark. I think they were going to cut her ear for stealing something. And then she said, no, not me. I didn't do it. So she was putting blame on someone else.
Did they not do it then? Even though
I don't know. I just saw this moment and she was so scared. Well, hardworking. She was a woman, but she had a lot of secrets behind her belt. And in Poland, we have a saying about someone like mother doesn't want to date her daughter with this guy. Mm-hmm. He is a type from under the moon, from the black star. So it means that someone is very bad character. And now she is playing a different role because she wants to win the votes in her
Yeah, isn't she trying to run for the Senate now? Or she's thinking about running for the Senate?
I don't know. I didn't
Now,
hear
wait a
it.
second. Does she have any past life with Mr. T? One, two, three.
Now she was one of the pirates.
Well, that's a lot with that pirate ship.
Well, it's always because he had such a good bad thing happened to her in the past life. So, and we know that Trump was a pirate, and then he was let go with the sharks.
Now, for people who are new to this channel, do you want to just tell a little bit more about?
I was asked what his past life was. First, some judgment, and I said that there was some judgment. So to save her life, she was lying. Okay. And she was, he was, because it was related with G. Carroll.
Eugene Carroll.
Eugene Carroll life, how they were.
She's the savior that lifetime.
Yeah. And that time, Eugene Carroll was a slave on the ship owned by, Trump was the captain. And she was a slave with other slaves being...
He was going over to Africa and bringing back
slaves.
And part of his family was involved in that, and some of the people who have been around him were involved there as well.
Yeah. And Eugene Carroll was his private slave, a lady. And when he was very drunk, she stole his key and dropped to open the basement for those under the deck. People get out, and all the crew was drunk. They took care of them.
They didn't have any clothes, so they took their clothes.
Yeah, they let them out to fly through the water. And to this day, Mr. T doesn't like sharks. He was even complaining about them to Stormy Daniels, but he's attached to watching them. So it's odd, but that's what I'm seeing. And Martin Taylor Greene was one of those people on the deck who were working with Mr. T. Excuse me.
Trying to go ahead here and see. Marisol, you're new to this, to the channel. For world questions, it's not necessarily world questions. This is political and spiritual questions. Personal questions are for private readings, please.
And you can find all the information on my website, psychicvioletta.com, and you can book the reading and make the appointment there.
And also you can...
Everyone is welcome.
On Saturdays, the video that's posted, if you comment under that video, you're eligible to be in the draw for a half-an-hour complimentary reading gifted by Janet and Tom Burke.
Prayers for Janet and for Tom.
So here's the Arctic Flocks
question. Yeah,
as the owner of an antique store, do you ever get off feelings from items you sell, like attachments?
I usually don't buy something that I feel that there is bad energy connected.
Yeah, you have a feeling even if somebody has stolen it and brought it to the store.
And I'm not buying this. Because once I did, Leszek was helping us that day, and a young girl came in, and she said that she wants to sell her rings, and they were on her hands, much smaller than my rings. And so he said, "Come back, my mom will be in an hour." I came back, and he said, "Please buy from her. She needs money for the milk." And she was his age, so I thought, okay. I let my guards down, and I took her ID, but it was fake ID. 1 or 2 days later, a lady came in, and she said, "Who sold you that? Oh, can I see those things?" I show her, and then she came back with the policeman. That was first year of our existence. And it was very good lesson because I returned everything to her. With the policeman, I didn't want to have any problems. And it was related, all of them that were from that same lady. And so she taught me a lesson. Listen to your intuition. But that was not a big money, but it still was very painful lesson for me to know that I had different feelings, but I thought, the son wants you to help her. And you want to teach your kids to be nice to others.
You also sage the store too.
Sorry?
You use sage in the store.
I'm saging the store. Whenever I'm doing readings at the store, I'm always using a different candle, but with angel. So it's for the protection. My husband loves those sticks for smell, so that's as well some protection. But once I bought furniture because we went with my husband, and it was a big piece of furniture. But I knew that the energy was bad in that house, and I was sitting on that on that piece of furniture for a long time.
It wouldn't sell.
No, it wouldn't sell. So I'm saging, but sometimes some pieces don't want to go away. That's another story. They want to stay with me.
You haven't had any crazy dolls who want to move or anything? Someone had asked, is the video shot in your store? No, this is her home.
Yeah. And I have some crazy dolls. I don't know if I'm over there. I should.
Yeah, they are.
On that on that chair. Just I love them.
There are 6 of them.
And they are not, to me, they are pretty. And some of them are collectibles, some of them are antique. Those are hard to sell now, but I love them.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, the Supreme Court is hearing arguments about the Voting Rights Act. Will they get this bill? The Voting Rights Act has to do with changing.
Oh, yeah, today they are voting on it.
Changing the districts. And then that would help the Republicans get reelected. 1, 2, 3.
Well, the vision that I had was one of the scariest moments that I could be killed. I was driving by bus because we had some party I was doing some course, and I left the course early because the guy was hitting on me, so I left the course early by bus, not with the group. And the bus was stopped to let the trains go. And there was this semaphore, how you call this?
That arm that comes down to stop you from going?
And a moment ago, I moved, when I said, I was trying to sit there, but I moved backwards. And if I would sit on the same chair that I started with, that damn thing fell on it and broke the metal and the glass. So something will be unreliable for stopping, for breaking everything, for being distractible. Yeah, it's not a good vision. No, sorry. Yeah, there will be fights, struggles. Don't trust them. They have some secrets, and it's all about the money.
So you're talking about SCOTUS?
Yeah. Don't trust them.
Are they being paid to keep it that way?
Of course. Well, ask Shelton White House, Senator Shelton, Congressman, I think, or
He's senator, isn't he?
Senator. I would love him to be a president. He's my kind of type of man. He's so calm, so solid.
Mike Johnson, House Speaker Mike Johnson, he doesn't have savings accounts or bank accounts. Will they ever find out? Because he's supposed to declare all his stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, when he's
But
in there.
if he doesn't have proof that it's in the bank.
So where is it? And where did it come from? And why is it there? 1, 2, 3.
You guys are funny. He's putting them in the socks of Trump and his legs are swollen.
She does give jokes occasionally of this.
Well, sometimes they scared me a moment ago. Now they are showing me that they have sense of humor. It's like stairs going to nowhere. He is hiding them. Cryptocurrency, maybe. We will, but he has money. And the world, it's divides different countries, probably even. So he's going for the quiet time, and we might not know. Put the socks in. So the legs are looking swallow. So there's a saying, put the money in the socks. Mm-hmm. So that's, thank you.
For someone who's new, Violetta gets visions. You ask her a question, she immediately has a vision, and then she has to relate it to something in her life.
Yeah.
So that's why the little story comes.
But the socks are different guy's life. But my spirit guy and my angel are working on me all the time, and very often they have a sense of humor. And I like to have that one better than scaring me with it's semaphore in Polish. I don't know how it. You said the red.
Well, that arm that comes down.
Arm neck.
Yeah, whatever they.
In Polish is semaphore. Someone might learn.
I just called the arm. Whatever that.
Yeah.
Stops you from going. That bar. Iris Weisgerber. When will Mike Johnson swear in Adelita? And I don't know how to pronounce her last name. The new Congress, Democratic Congresswoman.
Congress from Arizona, I believe.
Isn't she the one that's replacing the seat that was vacated by her dad?
But I know she got the seat.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to do that. 1.
He's postponing.
2, 3.
And it's yes. Sorry?
Yes, it is the one.
Yeah. He is waiting because he's waiting that some other Congress people will be from the Republican Party, and there will be no priority for Democrats.
Because they need 118 votes, I think it was.
Oh, I'm doing nothing.
That's true.
I'm just waiting for you guys to be patient. He's looking a different direction because of security of his, and he's afraid there will be more Democrats coming, so he will have to eventually.
When Midas Touch today with Ben Meiselas, he was talking about how Hakeem Jeffries on MSNBC called out Mike Johnson about why they haven't met to discuss the shutdown, because they're always saying it's the Dems' problem. They are the ones who are forcing it. They won't come back to the table. No. But Jeffries said that Mr. T had ordered Johnson, Senator Thune, the leader of the Senate, mm-hmm. and all the MAGA Republicans not to even talk to Democrats. So that's on order. So how can you get back together? Makes it difficult.
It's impossible when you are not talking. If the wife is not talking to her husband.
So what is going to break it? Because you thought that they will be coming back together here, in a week or so? But what will be the changing? What will change it so that they do go back? 1, 2, 3.
Broken windows in slat shots. Those when you are pulling this, not slat shots, but when you have elastic and you are
Or slingshot.
Close.
Yeah, it's like a slap shot.
So there will be some broken. I see that in the window. So there will be a lot of broken windows after 18 probably.
On the 18th, after No King's Day.
They will be afraid that there will be more riots about that, because that will be a big problem for them. Some new leader is coming, guys.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. And money will be coming towards Democrats, and they will show that there is a cheating going on. So that's. I'm not promoting that, but I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not promoting any violence. And Kathy McLaughlin wrote a note that antique dolls are creepy. Remember, there was not that many dolls. One girl probably had, a long time ago, had a one doll, and sometimes it was the mommy who will make the doll for her or grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if the mother had 10 kids, then there was no even private doll. They had to share. And the composition dolls were funny because they had the open mouth. They were made out of compositions from the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids will be feeding them with the water, and then the poor doll will be smelly like a baby, because it will be peeing, that the water will go to her stomach, right, to her private parts. And they were very much unpleasant to play with. Thank you, Tim Wilson. It's so no, I'm not afraid of those.
Beverly's asking, your girlfriend Beverly, will Venezuela or the gangs retaliate against the U.S. because of the bombing, destruction of their boats?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I see more other countries connected with them. They will be connected as a group.
Going against
USA, yeah. Yeah, that's new path. To me, looks like a coffin behind someone with the. We are innocent, like pulling hands up.
They have no proof that there
No,
was
they
even...
don't, but they are somehow. I think it was even Mr. T was upset that the lady from Venezuela will reach for the Nobel Prize. So he knew that in advance. Thank you, Kathy McLaughlin. McLaughlin, sorry. And it is that I have the feeling that he was doing this to steer more problems for Venezuela.
To make more problems?
Yeah. There will be more excitement, but the good excitement will pull people together. They will be sleeping. They are not retaliating yet, but they will connect with others because they will be all afraid for their own safety.
So will that become, for the human rights part of it, the International Criminal Court? Will they be the ones that will do this? Crimes against humanity or something? 1, 2, 3.
One day he wants to be a Nobel Prize, and then the next day he might be charged for criminal behavior. But they are not ready yet to put anything in a court. So they are waiting, begging for something. So they are not ready to do it. They are making good choices, working on it, but they think the grass is greener somewhere, so that court is not very operative yet. They don't want to cause more problems for themselves even, because Mr. T is very powerful. Yesterday, Mr. Smith, Jack Smith was speaking up. Good. First time I heard him talking.
Yeah, he doesn't say much, does he?
Nothing was coming out of his mouth before.
The charges that he had against Mr. T were very valid, and he said he would have been prosecuted for them had they not come in and had not the investigations been stopped. Trini Patsy is right. Did you see that a Hispanic Democratic woman won in New Orleans in a red district? So awesome. That's good to hear.
I think women should be more in power. There's more of us than guys, and we are better, more peaceful, less argumentative.
Well, talk to Marjorie Taylor Greene about that.
Oh, she changed her skin. She just changed her skin.
There's nice to have balance of both opinions.
Judge Cannon, Tini Patsy 61. Judge Cannon gave him some files. It will all come out. Oh, good.
Suzanne Borneman.
Trump. He was Jack Smith. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Jack Smith was brave to come to USA
and not be arrested for something.
Not yet.
Not yet. Will he be arrested by?
No, but I'm so worried. I'm worried that he will have his dirty coffee to drink because Don will make this coffee for him.
Suzanne Borneman. Trump is threatening to eliminate Boston from the World Cup venue in the U.S. As our Mayor Michelle Wu, it's best if the World Cup takes place in Canada or Mexico. So Mimi has said, do you see the World Cup still being held in the U.S.? And if so, do you see them being moved to red states as Mr. T would like? He's threatening to move the World Cup to red states and not Democratic ones. One.
But when is the World Cup? This year?
Yeah, the World Cup is this year, isn't it? Because
I have one.
2.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. 3. Mark Carney got his ticket for the ones that are being played in Canada.
Somehow I feel Texas will be the favorite.
He wants to move it to Texas?
Yeah.
Will it?
But you asked if he wants to. I said yes. Okay, I think that's his goal. That's what he's aiming for. Financially, it will be very profitable because a lot of people have the money to do it, to pay for the expensive ticket. Yeah, he will feel important. Yeah, there will be some collaboration, but I think he will do it his way.
Well, people are even afraid to come to the events.
No, and they are afraid to come from different countries, you mean? Yeah.
Now, Erica.
Do you see Kathy McLaughlin? Do you see a new pandemic anytime soon? I was thinking about this today, so I will answer that one. It is very well-known saying in Europe, when the comet is coming, it's always bringing some illnesses. Like Juma, black pox, and so on. I don't know how it's Juma in English, but smallpox. And now we might have seen 6 comets following that ET thing. Well, I'm calling ET. So yeah, we have to be prepared for that one. In Japan, there is already some flu going on and people are so sick. Yeah, we have to be prepared. But 6 comet, if there is 6 illnesses, that would be terrible. I don't know when they will be coming.
I don't know. They're coming after. That's all I know. They're lined up.
They are
to
so
come.
far away, yes. Close to the Mars so far, I think.
Now, I was listening to Erica Robinson,
My
her channel.
girlfriend.
and she lots of times is in on the live.
Mhm.
But anyways, she was in her reading. She saw the possibility, and she thought that Mr. T will commute Ghislaine Maxwell's sentence. She won't get the pardon, but it'll be commuted, which means she's out of jail. And he did that to Roger Stone just before he was to go to jail. He commuted the sentence, didn't take away it on the books, but he didn't have to go to jail.
But she's on a vacation right now in the beautiful court.
Yeah. Will she be safe when she gets out?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No,
She's not safe.
not safe. It is. My husband and my brother, they went to the bar once with another friend. Apparently, the other friend was not favorite to some bikers. And they didn't know that they are in the bikers club. Smart guys, but that was very fast, very close to the time that they went to USA, to Canada, and they went for the striptease. The girl has the biggest boobs. So my brother and my husband, they went to see it. And the guys in the bar, in the club, they were standing both sides.
Mm-hmm.
My husband had a lot of bruises, my brother as well.
Bruises?
All over the body, yeah. They were walking and they were beat up. And the jackets were flying after them. So the next week, I told my sister-in-law, okay, the guys went to see the girls. We have to teach them lessons. So we went to see a striptease for the girls. After that, our husbands never went to the striptease. So it is, eye for an eye kind of we did. But that's digression. My character, I thought, wow, he is doing. So will she be safe, Ghislaine? No. Someone will hold the power over her. And, to go to the biker's place, it was unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know that they can end up that way. Oh, she might end up being even. She will be very cautious, or hanging somewhere. No, I don't think she will be. She should stay there as long as she can. But if he will let her out, then she has to live in a freedom, and that will be end of her safety. Okay, that's it. Oh, sorry. I want to see how that went. Someone wrote to me that what is Juma in English, but I can't go there. Sorry.
There's Maria Lev, and I just don't know how to pronounce this, Lavigne. Sounds like a French word. Anyways, I was wondering if you have a recipe from the old country for fibromyalgia.
I can't tell you that I have anything. No, sorry. I wish. But go to Barb O'Neill, and she may have something.
Yeah, she's a naturopath. Barbara O'Neill.
Barbara O'Neill, and she has YouTube channel or book, and you can maybe find something.
Mama's Queen had asked, I saw in the news that Hamas is reorganizing to attack the Palestinian people they think may have betrayed them in some way. Will the United Nations or other organization help protect the Palestinians from
But they
Hamas?
are creating that. So that propaganda, so they will be still staying there.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be true, but they will be telling that.
1, 2, 3.
Because I heard that today and I thought, no, it's not true. No, they are not, they are so much suffering. I don't think they want to create more problems for their own people. But they want to find someone and cause the battle all the time and go different directions. They will have to have protections from other countries.
Which one is it? Okay. There's prayers from Brooke today.
From Brooke?
From Brooke.
I hope your mom is okay, honey. Because she had the operation for cancer over a month ago.
And Brooke, being the wonderful person that she is extending prayers for continued safety and well-being of all the No Kings protesters this weekend.
Okay, yes. Be under protection of angels.
Barbara Winnick is asking prayers for all in our community who need it. We all need to feel uplifted during trying times.
Yeah. And this is such a crazy time. I think so much is going on.
So can you give us another card pull for our vision or whatever that you want to do? What is coming up for the rest of October here? That will be...
That I want to do.
Yeah.
She wants me to do.
Well, you do too. 1, 2, 3.
Sand glass. You know that the time sand hourglass.
The hourglass, yes.
So, and the top is broken, so there will be some problems. The broken hourglass will be not under control. When you couldn't control the time, when you can't control time, you can't control anything. So there will be lack of control. Yeah, frozen in time kind of monuments. Both parties will be, people from both sides will be united. That's good. The journey is not going to be easy on anyone.
So that almost goes with Brooke's question about, the No Kings Day uniting people.
Yeah, and this is the king.
And the victory.
King of money. But people will have to feel reunited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm under stress today, so probably I was better. I'm just kidding.
Well, see, I'm working on Lashik's behalf. Lashik says you always do better when you're under stress.
That's what my poor boy from another side now.
Mm-hmm. But he's still with you.
And we have to pray for safety for Taylor Swift and Jack Smith, because, and so many other people who are standing for right, and Letitia James, sorry. But Letitia is right away, everyone knows. She is amazing speaker, absolutely amazing. Did you see her? Watch her? Yes. She is so good, unbelievable. And I told my husband, maybe she will be the president. He said, don't hope, because she is black and people are funny that way. But I don't care. I love her. And now that he's racist, it's just he gave me cold water because I'm too optimistic sometimes.
So as well, please go back into the recent post where Violetta is asking questions for Nate She has a live with him tomorrow at 11 o'clock Mountain Time in Alberta. And he'll be joining you. And I know he's excited about that because he always enjoys working with you, collaborating with you.
He's such a likable person, so everyone loves him to be.
Yeah, well, you were a nun, he was a priest. You know, this all works out well.
I'm not surprised, actually, that I was a nun.
Yeah.
Because that's what I saw myself when I was a nun. I met my husband. He was a soldier with a wound on his leg. He has problem with this leg this lifetime. And so his mother had the same problem with her left leg. And it was a very platonic love between me and now my husband. We were so much in love, but not even kiss. Just I was touching his wounds.
And the same as with Erica, weren't you both actresses?
We were both actresses, yes.
And with Linda G, what was your relationship?
Well, I was the mother. Good that not mother-in-law.
And with me, you've had many lifetimes, including being twin sister.
Yeah. And, with some people, you are lucky to meet them again and again and again.
Mm-hmm. Too bad I only live about 4 minutes away from you.
No, that's a blessing. That's the blessing. By car.
By car. Yes, I'm not walking that.
Or not in Canada, not in the Canadian winters.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But anyways, so thank you again for joining us, and please do come tomorrow and post your questions that you would like Violetta to consider.
We'll take some of the questions that for Saturday.
Yeah, I do take screenshots of the questions that are asked, and if they don't get asked this time, they'll be answered maybe on the Friday night late video, and she posts on.
Still that many for Erica questions that I didn't ask for.
Well, you can have collaborations with her for the next 10 years. I'm sure Erica's going to be really excited about that.
Yeah, that she said that she will invite me.
Yeah, next month.
Thank you.
So again, thank you very much. And this is for entertainment only. And thank you for the likes, the shares, the hitting the subscribe, and for the donations. It helps Violetta survive.
Lester Torrey is asking why Crockett is making, what is her name? Crockett. You know that Congress. Crockett with a beautiful name, Letitia Crockett, I think, but I may be wrong. She has a name, and she is pushing his buttons because she is sharp as a knife. And Rhonda, Mr. T doesn't like any sharp, smart women on opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
He wants them to be on his side, and then he will be controlling them. The smart women are never on his side.
You know, the best leaders in the world have people equal or better than themselves around them, to get good advice and bounce stuff off of. And
in Poland, we have a guy who was making jokes all the time in front of the king and jester.
The court jester.
Court jester.
Mm-hmm.
And he was untouchable. And he was going for meetings and making his comments. People hated him. And the king loved him. Because he was smart, and he loved that the guy was giving him sometimes outside spicy informations. Not like
Mr. T having his book of all just the nice things that are said about him.
No. Kazimierz Wielki was a Polish king, very smart and wonderful king. And when he started his cadency, Poland was in a wooden houses. When he left, it was brick houses.
Mm-hmm.
And he was accepting the gestures. The gesture was always giving him, and he was walking on the corridors and saying something, listening to this when people were debating on the corridors, and he was untouchable because he was someone, and that would be great if comedians would be having that right.
And astrologically, I'm hoping that everything ends where everything's put to bed with Mr. T this year, because we're in a 9-year. It's an ending year. And I just relate this. I mean, we go from 1 to 9, 1 being new beginnings, and 1 to 3 we're building, and 4, 5, and 6 we're being tested and everything else, and then the rest we settle out. But I was always taught that in year 9, a situation is presented to you in the spring that you can get rid of and end it there, or it's presented again in the fall. And if you don't end it in the fall,
then it's pulling again.
Then it carries to year 1 and starts again for another 9-year cycle. And I only relate that because I was going to ask for a divorce, and I waited a year. And instead of doing it in the 9th year, I waited until the 1st year, and it lasted. I was in the courts for another 8 years. So get it done, people in the U.S. Make sure this all passes by December, the end of
Prayers
December.
for Alaska, Arctic flocks. I'm always thinking fox, but flocks. Okay, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, she says.
With Nate.